Hi, hey everybody, welcome. All right, so inaugural writing group space. Um, so yeah, welcome. I'm excited for everybody to be here. There was a weird audio glitch just now, but hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Um, if there is, so I'm excited for everybody to be here. We're going to get cracking on our writing project. So all right, hopefully this. Oh, that's why. That's why. Right, okay. There was yeah. Okay, beautiful. Um, sorted. Okay, so for the first few minutes here, let's check in. What are your goals? What are you working on right now? Just take a minute to sort yourself out. If you haven't gotten your tea or your coffee yet, or you forget to go to the bathroom and suddenly you have the urge, like do that stuff real quick, and be thinking about what it is you're going to work on for the next hour, couple hours, however long you're able to stay, right? Um, and feel free to write it in the chat. I'm going to post, I'm going to try to put it up in the chat as well. Um, I am uh, using StreamYard to record this and post and be live on YouTube. So sometimes there may be like a slight delay or something like that. But if you are typing comments, I should be able to see them. And I can interact with you in that way if it's helpful. Um, but feel free to write out your goals. I'm going to do that. It can help you stay accountable to the writing project that you're working on, and it can also help other people in the community who end up joining to know what it is you are working on. So and maybe help connect and establish community. So I am working on my book manuscript, tentatively titled Barriers to Caring. That's misspelled. Barriers to Caring. Um, Sometimes I'm bad at titles. Sometimes I'm all right at titles. They come to me in a dream. Um, all right, that's what I'm working on. I'm working on my book manuscript today. And I'm going to start the timer here at 12:10 for 20 minutes. We'll check back in at 12:30. If you are in a groove, feel free to skip the break and just keep going. If you aren't in a groove yet, take that little break and then we'll pop back in for the next 20 minutes. That can be really helpful. The last time I did this with one of my colleagues, in a writing group, the first 20 minutes we were sort of like getting into our system. We didn't quite get to what we wanted to do, or we were doing admin stuff. And then the second 20 minutes, we were like, we got into it, right? And we were on a roll. And so we didn't take that second break and we just kept going. Like we checked in real quick and we're like, no, let's keep going. And we just kept going. So because we hit our flow, right? So check in with yourself, do what works. We're using this sort of 20 minutes on, 5 minutes off method. Some folks refer to this as the Pomodoro method, or it's similar to the Pomodoro method. Um, uh, Whatever works for you in this time period, this is great. If you haven't used this method, try to use it and see how it feels, how it works for you. Okay. Writing is a process. It's also an art, right? And it never gets easier. I read a meme recently that was but that spoke to me. It's like um writing a book is like reading a book, except the book hates you. And I feel that deeply in my soul. Some days I'm like, oh, this is great, I love this, woo. And it gives me like the dopamine reserves I need to keep punishing myself later on when it's hard on the hard days. So just get into it. You're doing great. I'm super excited to see you here. If you're not writing like manuscript stuff or articles or academic-y stuff, that's okay. You are welcome here. Please write your poetry. Please write your short stories. Please write your chapbook. Do all the things that give you joy. Please write music. I want to read your poetry. I want to hear your music. I want to know what you're working on. Figuratively or literally, or if you want to keep it to yourself, that's also fine and beautiful. If it's just to empty your soul onto a page, in this beautiful uh, world full of glimmers in the relentless onslaught of late stage capitalism and horrific um, world events, genocide, violence, exploitation, just all of it. Hurts my soul, right? Um, I'm sure it hurts yours too. This is something that we can do for ourselves and each other, build community, get those words out on page, or in whatever format we're doing, draw, sketch, paint, knit, whatever it is. But let this be a time for you to do those things that you need to do and or want to do and haven't been able to get to, right? Or do the things that you need to do but don't have the motivation to do, and you just need support and community. That's what we're here for. So thanks so much. My broken nail, sorry. Just come as you are, you guys. Like this is not we're just here being ourselves, doing the thing, being real. So, all right, it's time. We're gonna start 20 minutes. Hopefully you have thought about or written about or set your intention for what you want this next little set of 20 minutes to be. And here we go. I'm gonna mute myself. Uh, hey, okay. So we are at a 5-minute break. I want you to check in with yourself. How's it going? I sort of hit a stride and I have an idea about where to pick up in just a minute. I'm going to warm up my tea um, and see you back here in just a couple of minutes. But I also want you to, like, how's it going? Were you able to get done what you wanted to get done? Just for reference, right? Um, uh, I scheduled this and I got um I had um like 7 messages pop in the minute I started this. Like, it's been radio silence for the past several days. I got several messages in the moments when I wanted to sit down and start this. Um and I just had to say that this is my time. I can check them when the break starts or I can pop back in, but, like, that is the reality, right? When we're trying to do our writing or whatever, everything that can possibly distract us is gonna try to do it. The universe is just funny that way, you know? Sometimes I get a bone to pick with the universe, and then I go look at the stars, and I'm like, "Okay, I guess it's alright. I'll forgive you this time again." But, the universe is it's got a funny way about it. So, it is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 12:34. Um, I overstayed our little step here for a minute, but I'm going to give us a couple of minutes break. Check in with yourself. I am going to write in the comments. I got first 20-minute check in. How did it go? Sound off in the comments. And I did okay. Felt pretty good. And I really love putting my um, uh, word processor. I use Scrivener. You don't have to use Scrivener if you're using Google Docs or if you're using Word. God help you. Just save forever, save always, or only use it on PC. Because good God, me and Microsoft have beef, big beef. Um, I'll tell you all about it one day. It's terrible. I have all the horror stories about Microsoft destroying my data and work, and I hate them. Um, So, um, that aside, check in with yourself, how to go. If you're using like your like composition mode or your like full screen mode, that can be really helpful to minimize distractions on your screen. It also can look really pretty. If you haven't toyed with playing with dark mode, I encourage you to do that. Sometimes that can be really helpful. The bright stuff really messes with my eyes, so I usually it gives me a headache. I've got my glasses. If you haven't had your vision tracked in a while, hey, do that, you guys. It's important. Also, if you're people of a certain age, like me, go get your eyes checked. Apparently, you can develop astigmatism at different times, and it makes things distinctly blurry. So go get if you find that you have a headache looking at your screen, if bright light causes issues, or you've got blurriness or fuzziness, or things are just less clear than they used to be, great time to go get your eyes checked, you guys. And there are lots of options. I know money's a thing. I, from here from Poverty Central, true story, poverty line. I live in it. I live below it. Um, uh, like just take care of yourself and do the things that help you do the things that you want to do and need to do without struggling. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, warm up my coffee, my tea, not really coffee, warm up my caffeine, and we will be back momentarily. I'm gonna put a little space thing up um, for um, a moment, and then I will be right back, and we will start our next 20 minutes. And if you are already in the go or you want to keep going, jump right on in, get in there, do it. I'm rooting for you. Woo! You are doing it. You're gonna hit that word count. All right, there you go. That's my Cabbage Patch. I am also this cringe in real life. Like, this is just me. Come as you are, you guys. Come as you are. I know I'm muted. Sorry. Okay, friends, we're back. It is 12:41. We are going to jump into another 20 minutes. I will see you at 1 p.m. Um, get it, y'all. Get it, get it. We will see you in 20 minutes. Toodaloo, buckaroos. All right, folks, how's it going? Hold on, let me pause my music. All right, we're at 1 o'clock. Let's see. Um, just want to check in. How you doing? I'm hitting a stride, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to pop back in, and we can check back in at. Well, I'll give you your 5 minute break, and then we will do another check in at 1:30. Um, and then we'll have one more break and 20 more minutes and we'll wrap up. So we're halfway through. You're doing great. I'm glad you're here. Um, and feel free to put in the comments anything that you're struggling with, anything that you um, need feedback on, what have you. Oh, look, there's Rose in the background. Hi, Rose. Hi. She is 16 years old. Oh, poor elderly baby. Um, her name is Rose. She's named after Rose Tyler of Doctor Who fame. So, um, shout out Billy Piper. So anyway, um, yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. And I'm gonna jump back into what I'm working on because I have some momentum, and I'm just gonna capitalize on the momentum, and roll with it. So. It's kind of how I work with toddlers. Like, we're just going to go with this. So thanks. See you in a minute and or see you in a few minutes. See you check back in at 1:30. All right. All right, it's 1:30. How's everything going? Are you getting work done? Are you accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish? If you're not, it's okay. Maybe stop and think about, write down what it is you are thinking about, or consider what it is you are thinking about. Is there stuff that needs your attention more urgently than you're writing? That's okay. That happens sometimes, and sometimes you need to just deal with that. Um, are you avoiding your writing because it's unpleasant? Are you avoiding your writing because you are in your head about it? Let me turn off the music here. Sorry, got my Yo-Yo Ma radio going. Oh, there's Edgar in the background. Do you see him? There he is. Hi, little orange cat. Well, not little. He's not little by any stretch of the imagination, but um, orange cat. It's Edgar. Edgar Allan Poe. I cannot take credit for naming him, but that's Edgar Allan Poe. Um, a great cuddle buddy when he wants to be. Otherwise, an orange cat. If you know, you know. Um, so how are you doing? If you are struggling on this third round of trying to get into the 20 minutes, that's okay. It's okay. Like truly, honestly. Some days I have my like writing session and my brain will just not let me. Okay. Um, and there's a lot going on in the world. If you haven't been able to sort of process and compost that, that's okay. One thing I've been doing to help myself with writing lately, especially when I feel stuck or like out of practice, as if I've like completely forgotten how to do this in 20 plus years of being in college, academic spaces, writing spaces, all of this. It's like it's unfathomable for me to like actually say that out loud. But you know what? It's a privilege to age. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for where I am in terms of those things. And y'all know, if you know, and if you don't know, you do now, that I'm not a big like gratitude person. We don't do that here. But there are things I'm grateful for, and I can recognize when those things happen. And the privilege of aging is one of them. Like what a gift. What a gift. To be able to live and keep living and have the resources we need to keep living, right? Um, do with that what you will. But one of the things that I have been doing when I struggle to write, and if you are struggling with like lots of big things in your head, is just jotting down, either, if you are a notes app person, not me, not me. I hate being on that stupid little rectangular phone, even though I'm on it all the time, which is probably why I hate being on it all the time. Is my cute baby when she was still a baby. Um, and that's Frida Kahlo. Get hit. Um, but if it's on your notes app, if it's on your Evernote, if it's on your, whatever it is that you're writing on, if it's in a notebook, I have like 400,000 of these just everywhere. Different ones for different things, household stuff, ideas, desk notes, whatever. Some for when I'm teaching that have like my class notes or like or I have them for when I'm annotating, like I'm doing a close reading of a book and I'm annotating. I'll have those handy. But whatever it is, grab a piece of paper and just write down what it is you're thinking about, what it makes you think. Sometimes I have the problem of when I start to write my stream of consciousness, I forget what I'm thinking, which is an interesting trick of my brain. But explore with stuff that helps you get back on track and or feeds your brain's need to rest to make sense of things, right? If it doesn't make sense, you know, write it down in like, a list order of just, straight like how it comes to your brain. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this. Pick one of those things to write about or like branch off or like draw whatever it is, draw a cube or a circle or a Venn diagram, however it is that you make sense of the world in ways that you know how to make sense of the world. um I need to see the words, right? For me, I'm a visual person. I have a lot of thoughts, lots and lots of thoughts, right? But I need to organize them and categorize them. And sometimes I can do that clearly in my brain, and sometimes I need to get out of my head and onto the paper, right? When I was writing my dissertation, I would get these big sheets of like those big post-it notes and like stick them to the wall so I could just write on the wall, right? I have, you can't see it, but I have a big whiteboard over there where I'm pointing, so that I can draw things, or write things out, or like make a chart or organize my thoughts. So those are some tips and tricks if you are struggling to write and you haven't figured it out. My other advice, which I have often given to students, colleagues, folks whose dissertations or theses I'm supporting, copy editing or structuring, or helping them to, get into template or whatever, or helping them, prepare for defense. Um, and um, I say, like, your writing process is your writing process. There's nothing like, your brain works the way that it works. So stop fighting it. Work the way that your brain works. And that can be challenging, especially when we're like, oh, well, society doesn't like the way my brain works. I'm like, dude, seriously, yeah, 100%. Um, it was not made, capitalism doesn't care about the time that we need to do things, right? Because it wants to control time. Um, and so that's a reality. That's a reality that we have to deal with. But what you can do is work with what you've got. If your brain is sort of all over the place, like, pick all those all over the place things out and then organize them as you can. Figure out what works for you and do that, right? There The writing is an art. It is an art, and there are myriad ways to do art. But the one core through line in any kind of artistic practice and any kind of um, disciplinary practice, right, is practice. You must continue to use that tool, that skill, and develop it, or it will dull, it will wither, right? Or it will collect dust, and then you have to dust it off, right? You have to shake the rust off. And there are times in our life where that happens. And if you're coming back from that, dude, solidarity, because boy howdy, life has been lifing over here for the past several years in my world. Um, in addition to all of the other things going on. And I have definitely gone through some like ups and downs. But be nice to your brain. Stop fighting with yourself about the way that it works. Stop thinking that however you're writing isn't right. Just get it out. Bleh. Get it out. Get it out of you. Get it out of your head and onto the paper. The world needs to know what you're thinking. I want to know what you're thinking. If nobody else does, I do. Bring it to me. Um, I'm gonna I'm with you, you know? Um, and I'm trying to do that for myself too, right? I'm trying to practice my my practice, right? And I'm also trying to put into practice the things that I share with others that have helped them, right? To take my own advice, as it were. Um, that's hard sometimes too, but here we are and we're doing it right now. So I'm proud of you. You're doing great. We've got one last 20-minute stint and then we are going to adjourn for the day. So high five, last bathroom break, whatever it is you need to do. Um, mute me, leave it on, doesn't matter. I'm here in the background cheering you on, working on my own stuff. I'm like stoked because I have I have written today, like, oh my gosh, just I don't even know. Like, it's so exciting. Um I've written 800 no 700 words. Um like fresh new words. I've moved around some things and edited some things. And like, if you're like, oh, 700 words is nothing, I can do that in my sleep. Awesome for you. Um it takes my brain a little bit longer sometimes, and also 700 words adds up. I'm trying to get to, between 6,000 and 8,000 words. I'm at 3,133 words total of that goal. So I'm either halfway or halfway or a third of the way there. Very exciting for me, because I'm working on a chapter that I need to finish so that I can get my book proposal out in the world and um, my manuscript in publication, in press, as it were. So I'm really excited. Um, I am bummed that it's more relevant now, um, than it ever has been, and that current events are making it so that it's going to be relevant for a while. So yay career, I guess, but also boo, because um, yeah, the whole reason I'm writing it is because we already have a big problem, and I don't want to see that problem continue. But here we are. So what you're doing is important. It matters. Even if it only matters to you, that's good enough. That's plenty of reason to do it, right? Feed your soul, feed your brain, do what you need to do. And come back here for some cheerleading. Rah, rah, sis boom ba. All right. I'm going to do my last 20 minutes and I will see y'all in a bit. Bye. Not bye, but like, bye for now. All right, everybody. It's 2 o'clock. What'd you get done? Um, I hit a little bit of a pause because I needed to find a referent in my field notes, and so I'm searching my files for that presently so that I can use some of my previous writing uh, and notes on the topic that I'm working on, some of the examples and vignettes. So I'm gonna land where I landed today. My last update for y'all. Um, Not quite 1,000 words, but hey, I there's still time in the day, and I may get to it. I may not. Maybe I'll get to it um, tomorrow, but still pretty good work for the day, and I'm satisfied with that. I feel like I have gotten something done. I did the thing, and we're building this community. I didn't have any like live joiners today, but I'm going to continue to do this for now. Thursdays are good, but I may reach out and see, or maybe we'll alternate days. Um, if you are interested and you want to do this and you want to know, when I go live, what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule lives. And so if you subscribe, you'll get notifications. Again, there is no pressure to subscribe, but the way that these social media things work is that they want you to press their buttons and then they give you the things, right? So if you press the button and subscribe, um, I'll get a dopamine hit, which is super cool. But I will also know that there are folks who are interested in this space, who want this space, and who want notifications for when the next writing group is. I'm going to continue to post on my currently very limited Instagram because I like my privacy. Although I may be updating and creating like a business Instagram for this, or like a Dr. G's and Academy Instagram, so that I can post it more widely without having to like share my personal life with the whole of the internet and God's green earth, because I ain't trying to do that. No, thank you. But I do want to have this space, and this was great. This was great for me personally. I hope it can be great for you too. I hope that if you get to a chance to do the replays, please do that. Please comment if you do, or just send me a direct message if you are in my immediate circle, or email me or contact me or whatever. If you don't have my direct contact information, you can like just or like Instagram or whatever, leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking, and we can also arrange to chat, or you can give me your contact info and I can reach out to you and then we can confer that way if you don't want to like share with the class. Totally get it. But yeah, we're gonna keep doing this, and even if it's just me hanging out, talking to myself, that's okay too. Um, and especially if it um, gets the puck down the ice a little bit more for me, gets us to the goal. So take care of yourself, take care of each other, fight for a better world, and write about it, or make a song, or do art about it, or knit about it. Create. Resist through creation. All right, y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. I'm proud of you. Congratulations on whatever you accomplished today. And if all you accomplished was knowing yourself better or identifying the barriers to your success, hey, congratulations. That's not nothing. All right. Toodaloo buckaroos. Thanks so much. Bye.